Humans are much better in grasping objects than robots. We investigate the principles of human grasping that lead to the superior performance and work towards transferring these principles to robotic systems. In prior work we had shown that exploitation of environmental constraints is a key element in human grasping, and that only 6 action primitives are necessary and sufficient to describe the observed behavior. In this work, we analyzed 3,400 single-object grasping trials in different experimental conditions. We show that modeling sequences of action primitives yield a compact and expressive representation of human grasping behavior. Those sequences change for different objects and different experimental conditions. In the following, we consider the standard condition, with no visual impairment and no restrictions on environmental constraints. This video shows a participant grasping a chestnut. The subject approaches the object, simply closes the fingers, and establishes a force closure grasp. This simple yet effective strategy has been observed in over 70% of all trials. However, participants use different grasping strategies depending on the shape of the object, especially if the object was flat. In this trial, the subject grasps a credit card, one of the flat objects. After the approach phase, the participant slides the object towards the edge of the support surface and performs an edge grasp, leading to a force closure. For flat objects, this strategy has been observed in 36% of the trials. To simulate sensory uncertainty and to study its effects on human grasping behavior, we introduced an experimental condition in which participants had to wear goggles with frosted glass. This video shows a participant grasping a match while wearing the frosted glass goggles. After approaching the object, the subject tries to establish a force closure by simply closing the fingers, but fails. As a recovery strategy, the subject moves the object towards the edge of the support surface and performs an edge grasp, leading to a success. The data from the touchscreen reveals that impaired vision leads to more contact with the touchscreen. This indicates that exploitation of environmental constraints is used to compensate for sensory uncertainty. We demonstrate that humans deliberately exploit the environment in order to increase performance. We told the participants to imagine that the surface is extremely hot. Therefore, an image of burning coal was displayed on the touchscreen, and a loud and very annoying warning noise was displayed upon surface contact. Here, the participant tries to grasp a CD while avoiding contact with the support surface. It can be seen that the subject has difficulties moving the object toward the edge of the support surface. When we compare this to the normal surface condition, we can see that the subject has no problems at all to grasp the object. The results of our experiments clearly show that avoiding environmental constraints makes grasping objects much harder. We used the observations from our experiments to extract conditions about the object and the environment that affect the transitioning between primitives and successful grasping. Our results confirm that seemingly diverse grasping behaviors derive from a surprisingly simple representational basis. We also argue that both the action primitives and the evaluation of those conditions can be realized on robotic systems. This research was funded by the European SOMA project.